What do you think you're doing, Goto-kun? I believe I told you using the...
Tell me, Miss Morimura, is history one of your better subjects? I have some theories myself. I'd like to know if they're accurate. For example, the true location of and the truth behind the Hinoji incident. How... unfortunately, my paper in middle school was, in theory, I could update it. In theory. A shame that the gates are locked.
What are you really working to?
It's simple.
Are you all right?
That implies an understanding of, or at least, that you believe.
That's... You need to I'm going to seal this place off.
Sounds like you've got...
I don't know what...
Wait. Perhaps a personal notebook seems... but it does present certain digitized data can be altered. No intelligent person, but you already know that.
You are acting strict.
I hardly think you're in a... If anyone's changed.
What are you?
Miss Morimura, my question, who exactly...
So, did the scout...
Well, the surface is... The automated factories are... They're mass-producing. Hey, getting...
The technology itself isn't so different from... The real surprise was finding that it's all been integrated.
You sure don't seem like someone...
How are things looking?
About like we expect.
Naturally.
All the nuclear plants are... Seems like it's the same for other countries.
Defensive measures. They want to ensure nothing...
So, these factories...
It's more about how they got totally automated. They started functioning as part of a network, instead of...
A worldwide network comprising 1.2 billion factories, all fully integrated and synchronized. Based on a client's request, the compute from there on, everything is fully automated. Assembly, production, even cost-effective ordering of parts. The human element was no longer necessary for those processes.
So it's a manufactory that can mass-produce anything.
We checked on the plants in Cook.
Since they're the largest plants of this era,
Their production rate has doubled over the
Just like last time.
Not long now.
Morimura-san, regarding my home time, you're certain we'll face a similar attack?
We don't have long until they... That much we know. It'll be just like last...
No. This time, we...
True. Anything on your end?
Loosely speaking.
We managed a partial data dump from the underground mainframe. Goto-kun?
It's an archived newsroom concerning a certain scandal. More important, though, is it's...
When's the date of...
The year 21... In other words, far in the... Even more so than our current temporal position, 2104.
Let's see it.
They all function as part of a unified global manufacturing network. By its protocols, all 1.2 billion factories worldwide remain in automatic, perpetual production. And their sole output are these mechanized kaiju, which we know as the D-Forces. They all function as part of a unified global manufacturing network. By its protocols, all 1.2 billion factories worldwide remain in automatic, perpetual production. And their sole output are these mechanized kaiju, which we know as the D-Forces.
Before dawn on the 28th, Newman Inc. executives were charged with human trafficking. Their established motive was to tamper with human memory. Authorities consider this an organized effort and are pursuing mind-hacking crimes have been on the... By exploiting nanomachines such as malefactors can overwrite stored memory information. This technique has recently been used to enable other associated offenses. These arrests come after a string of including culprits criminally downloading memories onto another bot. Evidence suggests these are attempts at a kind of technological reincarnation, and we've already seen more than 460 arrests connected to this practice. Eight charged their authority mind hacked by exploiting malefact. This technique, these arrests, including evidence, and we've already...
I didn't know it was even...
The crime apparently occurred in June of...
Ida-kun.
That's not all.
Regarding this Newman, I found one more log that could be relevant. This report is from March, about 3 months prior to the other log. A log concerning this, the report, some of their executives, the crime in question was apparently a...
Newman Inc. The tech has been acquired by Shikishima through a takeover bid. Shikishima's CEO?
Nanotechnology has made leaps and bounds over the 22nd century. Now, even the human body can operate with all the power of a supercomputer. Interlocutors have paved the way for humanity's next step in evolution. For any one of us, all it takes is a thought, and we can have the world itself at our fingers. With the brilliant minds at Newman driving our nanotech business, we look forward to a brighter future for Shikishima.
With this acquisition, Shikishima now sits among the top 3 in global market share.
They kept talking about those interlocutors. You think that's the nanomachines inside our own bodies?
Most likely.
So Shikishima's at the heart of it. At least we know we weren't wrong. This all began in the future after all. Still, 2104 is the furthest we can shift into the future. It's a shame, but... I think we should drop this lead for now. Better to focus on protecting Goto-kun's hometown and...
Maybe so. Well, best to return to the school in the year 2060. We'll need the cooperation of the other 2 compatibles.
Goto-kun, we should focus on putting the Sentinels through the combat I hope you can join me.
Sure. My apologies, Miss Morimura. Making arrangements in 1985 proved I'm sorry we've had to remain here the past few days.
Not much we can do if it's an emergency. I have to ask, was it absolutely necessary to...
Does it bother you? Considering the age you appear, well, it struck me as the most 3 months prior to the Newman was acquired by the conglomerate with these interlocutors. Apparently some kind of nanomachine. They've become one of the world's top... You're not having trouble walking.
You should probably just calm, otherwise we'll seem suspicious in public.
Okay, Chihiro.
Better drop this on, too. Honestly, I'm surprised you were able to find me at all.
A certain data log helped. I found records that your mind had into the young child standing before.
This body is a juvenile clone of me. I ran an experiment to see if I could restore my compatibility. It turned out to be a failure. That's why I sealed my memories.
This compatibility, that'd be the ability to control the gate. And the Sentinels?
You need compatibility to control the mainframe. I was once compatible myself. But after everything got rewound, I lost that power. Maybe it's hard for you to see, but you'll understand soon enough. What's going on with my act?
She's acting like a completely different... My theory is that someone's taken...
You're saying she got mind hacked?
She's clearly behaving very differently, at least. It seems like she's working against the Sentinel project. It's like she's been influenced by 426. Or the man himself may just be wearing her face.
That certainly explains why you woke me up. Not much to go on, though. Either way, we'll have to do some more investigation. I can see it's been quite a while since my memories were sealed. 5 whole years. And now 4 sectors have gone dark. Talk about a rude awake. First, you'd better catch me up on major developments in the last 5 years.
Easy enough. Hardly comfortable surroundings for a briefing, though. I'll explain over in 1985. That should do it for preparation. Now, let's see if the biometric authentication works. Did it go through? Looks like that got me past the initial bit. Now, with Miss Morimura's ID, I should be able to get into her logs. Found it. One of the logs she left behind.
Today's date is March 2nd, 2100. Well, I guess there's no point in putting a date to these logs. I've probably got 4 years left until the invasion begins. I ran an experiment on my clone. I wanted to see if I could make her more compatible. I had more than enough data stored in Sector 0. She would have had all my memories. However, I could not establish compatibility in the clone. No more than I could in myself. Maybe there really is no way we... Not even Ida-kun knows about this experiment. I've kept this attempt secret from everyone. The memories I implanted in the clone have been sealed. I left her in 1940 under the Miura family's care. She'll be able to grow up as her own person. So until they invade, at least. Today's date is March... Well, I guess there's no point. I've probably got 4 years. I ran an experiment. I wanted to see if I could make her more... I had more than enough data stored in Sector 0. She would have had all my memory. However, I could not... No more than I could... Maybe... Not even Ida... I've kept this attempt secret. The memories I implanted in the clone. I left her in... She'll be able to grow up until they invade.
This refers to the humans who can... Those compatible have nanomachines in...
Today's date is... Well, I guess they're... I ran... I won't... I had... She would... However... No, maybe... Not even... I've kept the memory... I left... She'll be able... Until they...
That method up... Was she basing this project off of those memory overriding... All in an effort to... So compatibility isn't just a There's more. This file looks like the last thing recorded.
Ida-kun didn't make it back. The remaining Sentinels are infected. Okay, we're running out of options. We'll have to resort to Operation Aegis. If we go that route, we'll be risking the future of humanity. How do I beat the call on a distant bet? I don't know how else he and I can... This is my only chance.
Ever since the battle that ended with the Sentinels infected, Miss Morimura has been pushing this operation as one of its fierce... Final look. She speaks at length. Her goal is that he and she would all, even at the cost of... The question is... Oh, that's... There's a log registered on... As far as I know.
Renya Goto speaking. Did you confirm receipt? And I'm sure you can... Am I clear? I won't execute her and stop the project. That's not my problem. Do you realize what'll happen if her project gets It could ruin everything we've worked for. You know what must be done. Kill Chihiro Morimura.
Was that really me? That man was a Shikishima executive from the year 2188. Is that supposed to be my future? Seems like a private community. The other person on the line wasn't recorded. But it's clear enough what they're talking about. That was an assassination order on Chihiro. Which